Poseidon is the Greek god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses, and he is also, in a deeper reading, the god of the unconscious, of the vast and ungovernable emotional depths that lie beneath the surface of conscious life. Where Zeus rules the sky and the rational order, and Deity rules the underworld and the hidden past, Poseidon rules everything in between and beneath. The tidal, the turbulent, the primal feeling. He is depicted carrying a trident, three-pronged, a symbol of his capacity to rule three realms simultaneously, sea, earth, and sky in some traditions. The trident's three prongs also represent the three states of water: the surface, which is the visible or the presented self; depth, the vast unconscious; and the tidal movement between them, emotional weather, the patterns of feeling that rise and fall. Poseidon is associated with the ocean, horses, and their particular combination of power and wildness, and the capacity for relationships. The color blue-green and deep ocean blue, sea glass, salt, coral, and the number 6. His sacred animals include dolphins, seahorses, and the bull, creatures of wildness domesticated by relationship rather than by force. His mythology is complex. He is frequently at odds with other gods, emotional and volatile, holding tremendous power that doesn't always manifest with the grace of his Olympian siblings. This is, many argue, the point. Poseidon represents what happens when enormous emotional power is not honored. The earthquakes and floods that come when the deep has been suppressed for too long. The modern spiritual community is drawn to Poseidon in moments of emotional overwhelm, when the feeling that life has gotten bigger than the container, when the depths are surging, when the rational mind cannot manage what the emotional body is doing. He's also drawn to those who have cut off from their emotional life and need to find their way back to the deep. In both cases, his gift is the same: the understanding that your emotional life is not a problem to be managed. It is a power to be inhabited. Poseidon arrives with something colder and vaster and more wild, the ocean rather than the river, and the depth rather than the surface. This meditation is for the ones who are afraid of their own emotional depth, who have built sophisticated systems for managing feelings, analyzing them, spiritualizing them, explaining them away rather than feeling them, or who have been overwhelmed by feeling for so long that they have learned to brace against it. It is also for those who have been cut off from feeling and long for the return of this tide. Poseidon is not a gentle deity. He is vast and present and honest about what lives in the deep. But he is not hostile toward you. He is your ocean. It was never the enemy. It was always, actually, the power that you needed. You don't need to prepare anything special for this meditation. Just be willing to go down deep into the depths. So sit or lie however your body needs to in order to feel the most present. This is going to be a deep dive. The body needs to feel as safe as possible. The water is already around you, in the way that water is always somewhere in every room. He is already there, and in the way he is always there, in the tide of everything. So let's take a breath, let it be full, deep down into your belly, and on the exhale, let your body be heavier. Not braced, but heavy in the way that things have found their depth. And again, The Poseidon grounding is downward, not into the earth exactly, but into depth, into the vastness of it. So feel whatever feeling is present in your body right now. You don't need to name it or explain it. Just notice where it lives physically. The chest, the stomach, or the throat. Let it be there without trying to change it. This is the beginning of the practice that he offers. Letting feeling be present without immediately doing something about it. All right, take one more deep breath and set the intention. I am willing to go into the deep and find what is there. Now I want you to visualize that you are at the shore. Not a beach resort, but a wild shore with rocks and salt in the air and a specific sound of water that has come out from an enormous distance. The ocean is vast beyond comprehension, not threatening, just vast. And there is a difference. The ocean does not have an opinion about you. It simply is what it is. Deep and tidal and filled with things that live beneath the surface. The water is clear where it's shallow. Deeper, it becomes a color that really has no name. Not dark exactly, but enormous. I want you to step into that water. The cold shock of it is real. In this space, in this meditation, you feel that cold. Let yourself feel it, the aliveness of it. Now we're going to go in a little deeper. The water is at your knees, and deeper still, up to your waist, then to your chest. The floor of the ocean comes up to meet you rather than you descending. You are being received. And then you are underwater, and the world changes. It's not dark. The light of underwater, a diffuse blue-green moving color. Everything in motion and everything still simultaneously. The sound, your own heartbeat, and the ocean's distant roar translated into something closer to a hum. And he is there, Poseidon, not the statue version, not the mythological painting, something vaster and more present. A quality of the water itself that is also a being. The ocean that is also looking back at you. You made it, he says. The voice is coming from inside of you rather than outside. Most people stop at the shore. He moves through the water toward you, not walking, not swimming, but simply present in a larger space, and then present in a closer space. You have been afraid of this, he says. And this is not judgment, simply an observation. Not of me, of what lives here, in you. The feelings too large for the usual containers. The grief you haven't finished, the love that overwhelmed its object, the rage you decided was dangerous, the longing that you couldn't justify. All of it is here, in the deep, yours. He gestures downward and inward. None of it is destroying you. Kept on the surface with nowhere to go, it would eventually try to. But in the deep, in the appropriate container, it is simply yours. Yours to be with. Yours to know. The mistake people make, he says, is treating emotion as weather to be survived rather than ocean to be inhabited. Weather comes and goes without your relationship to it mattering. But you are the ocean. The tides are yours. They follow your moon. You can be the ocean, not be tossed on it, but be it. He places a hand on your chest, directly, warm despite the water, and you feel something that has been braced against the deep begin to release. Not surrender, but true release. The specific releasing of someone who has been holding their breath against a current and discovers the current is not going to take them under. Your feelings are not your enemy. They are your information, your navigation, your power. Inhabit them from the deep. The water around you is warmer now. The depth is more navigable, not because it changed, but because you stopped bracing against it. Come back here when the surface is overwhelming, he says. The cure for the surface is always more depth, not less. Poseidon has something specific to say about the emotional depth that you carry, about the tides that are moving in you right now and what they are bringing. Let it come in whatever form arrives. He often communicates through imagery, ocean, weather, creatures of the deep. Receive what came up for you. If emotion arose during the silence, that is his message. The feeling itself is the communication, so honor that. The return to the surface is gentle, the light increasing as you rise up through the water, the shore receiving you back. You stand at the edge of the water, wet, present, and real in a way of someone who has been somewhere. He does not say goodbye. The ocean doesn't say goodbye. It's always there. When you're ready, return to the room. Feel into your body, its warmth, its solidity, the weight of being in physical form. And when you're ready, open your eyes.